Karma rental shop. The promotion monster villain. 8:40 in the morning. The air in the office was heavy and sticky, like stagnant humidity. Whatever pride I had in working under a big company's respectable sign had run dry within 3 years of joining. My days were mortgaged to the tense reading of faces that began the moment I clocked in, and to the sharp click of dress shoes that came from beyond the partition. My job: assistant manager in the planning and coordination office. To others it might look like the elite track, but the reality was that I was a consumable, ground down to feed one man's enormous ambition. And the owner of that ambition was the head of our team leader Han Sung-pyo. In this industry he was known as the promotion monster. From the company's point of view, there was no greater treasure than him. He produced in 3 days a proposal that would take anyone else a week, and he never once backed down in a conflict with another department. He always had the phrase, "the company's profit is my value," on his lips. But look behind it, and that value pointed only at the merit points for his own promotion. Under the pretext of motivating his team, he demanded overtime past midnight as a matter of course. And at the slightest loss of pace, he did not hesitate to hurl abuse that bordered on personal degradation. "You made assistant manager and you can't even handle this? Do you not understand what an opportunity it is to work under me?" He was a thorough narcissist. His team's achievements were owed entirely to his outstanding leadership, and every mistake that occurred was the laziness of the staff. He had severed our relationships with the surrounding teams as well. He invaded other departments' territory for the sake of his own numbers, and in every meeting he seized on the weaknesses of rival team leaders and drove them into a corner to earn the executive's approval. He was consumed by the belief that he was the company's next core leader. "Once I make this project succeed, making executive director is only a matter of time. All you have to do is follow behind me." To him, we were not team members but rungs on the ladder he would climb. When staff collapsed from burnout, he did not blink. Instead, he reported them to HR as people whose weak mental fortitude was dragging down the organization's efficiency, and cut them from the team. A person's heart or circumstances were not factors he considered. Only numbers, results, and his own glittering profile mattered. Before I knew it, I had spent 6 months coming in without a single weekend off, cleaning up after him. My body was wrecked, and the person in the mirror had turned into a ghost with no life left in it. Yesterday he blamed me for an error he had made and humiliated me publicly in an executive meeting. Assistant manager Jian still lacks a feel for the practical work and missed the figures. "I'll stay up all night if I have to and correct it." My throat closed with the injustice of it, but before the blade of his personnel authority I had no choice but to stay silent. Watching that vile smile and that promotion-crazed mania, I understood there was no way for me to survive in this organization. It was late at night, and I was packing my things in an empty office, wrapped in rage and helplessness. At the end of the corridor, out of a darkness the streetlights did not reach, a man with a worn leather bag appeared. He looked oddly like me, and yet gave off a far colder, drier air. Before I could even scream, he spoke, as if he had read the hatred boiling deep in my heart. "You are watching a man who forges his own crown using other people's souls as fuel. Would you like a settlement in which the weight of every achievement he has piled up presses down on his shoulders alone?" His voice was low, but it cut through the hum of the air conditioning and lodged clearly in my ears. Any other day I would have dismissed it as nonsense, but that day was different. The venom built up inside me answered his offer. From his bag he drew an ordinary-looking fountain pen and a palm-sized translucent tablet device and handed them to me. The scales of merit, he called them, and the karma observer. Place this pen on his desk or somewhere within his reach. It activates the moment he claims another's achievement as his own, or drives a team member to their limit for the sake of his promotion. Every ounce of mental exhaustion and physical pain he has inflicted on his team will accumulate inside his body in real time. The team, conversely, will get back the energy he stole and feel wonderfully refreshed. And through this observer, you will watch him be crushed beneath his own ambition.